Hey, it's Nerdcraft here. So, I'm recording this sort of in the middle of the day. It's just some gameplay footage, no sound to it or anything. This is more just to show you guys some gameplay for Ghost of Tsushima before I do a let's play of it, but um there's a few things I wanted to talk about. One of my more recent videos got hit with a thing which had it taken down. And now it's back up if you guys are interested and want to see that. For that, it's interesting because I largely wanted to talk about Bandai in a good way. Because I like their products, and I'm a big fan of their stuff, and would never try and take money from them. But I suppose in some instance that wasn't quite good enough of a reason for the Gundam not to get a copyright hit. It has been eye-opening in a way, kind of helping me see some things, see what I need to work on, see what could use changing, see what couldn't use changing. You know, the general stuff. But yeah. It was just unexpected, you know? I've been playing Tsushima since it came out. I really enjoy it. Although there's a really rough scene in there later on that messed me up pretty good last night. Sleep was not a quick customer. Oh, there's Anna making a surprise debut on the microphone, my cat. And now she's decided to rub herself against me. But, you know, and she hits the mic. Perfect recording conditions. Yeah, it's just one of those things that you kind of get onto this platform and you have to learn the ropes, I guess. You have to rewatch your footage and kind of go, okay, this, kind of cringy. So, what can I do to make it a little less cringy? But, you know, neither here nor there, so. I'm sorry if I seem distracted. It's just, to an extent, I view YouTube as a platform to kind of release my sense of humor, in some cases my emotions, and other things. So, it's a learning process, very much so, when it comes down to I should do this, this, or this. Right now it is very much me throwing darts at a wall to see what's gonna stick. And I acknowledge that. I do. I fully acknowledge that this is very much a case of me tossing a bunch of stuff at a wall, trying to see, what you guys like. Going through what I consider cool, what other people consider cool or neat. It's very much a crapshoot. Because right now I'm trying to figure out what type of content can I add and be a plus to on YouTube. There are people that are really good at reactions, really good at stuff like video games and anime. Misty Chronexia, Nuck doing his flexes. Anime America covers many things. Sage tends to handle the more obscure stuff for anime. Like the bad obscure stuff. Stuff that you don't hear about generally. So trying to find a ball, so to speak, and figuring out where to play is a lot harder than you would imagine. 'Cause you don't really have an idea going in. Like, if you look at most YouTubers' first videos, they're pretty more of a proof of concept than anything else. Like, yes, we can do this. This exists. And right now, Anime Asylum's kind of a proof of concept. And Gundam Wing was going to be one of the older ones I talked to that is still popular, and I acknowledge that fully. But is something I was passionate about and excited about doing, and had a lot of ideas that kind of resonated with me as I wrote the script and did stuff. So doing it, I spent several hours. Like, good God, I don't remember how many hours I spent. Just, trying to make it perfect. Trying to find that winning sequence, And for a lot of reasons, I couldn't. And I haven't so far. I've tried to think, hey, well, what can I do here, here, and here to make the content better? To make it something, you guys are going to enjoy. And I can be a plus to. It's very much just me trying to find my way in this world. Like, I'm pretty well informed about animes, games, comic books. Like, I consider myself fairly knowledgeable in those fields. But the idea here on YouTube is to be something worth watching. You don't want to pay to see somebody you can just walk by on the street. It's like, what are you going to do to kill time? I could talk about Karens and the stuff going on right now, But I find that a lot of people would rather escape from that than just walk in and go, hey, I want to just talk about this thing, you know? And fair enough. I think it can be talked about and discussed without being, like, insensitive to anyone or hurting people's feelings. And maybe that's just a naive belief on my part. But I do feel like we kind of how to put it, have gone to a place that's not healthy a lot of times. Oof. Nice. Um, I'm, you know, I'm not Ninja or anybody that can play a game really, really well to the point to get a contract. I'm just like everybody else. But I find that this is so therapeutic in a way to upload stuff to YouTube, play a game I enjoy, you know, work through whatever I'm working through, and keep going. You know, I do enjoy making jokes and cracking wise now and then. But I think as I get older and look at things and kind of see how this platform is developing and this world that is kind of forming its fundamental approach, I do ponder a lot of questions in my mind, you know? It's very much a, well, why this way, why not this way, sort of thing. And maybe it's because I kind of go against the grain pretty often, and, you know, fair enough. Like, some things people hate, I don't see why they hate. Like, I think some things deserve more chances than others, which is why I was considering a while back doing a series about that. Coming to the defense of certain games that have worked really hard to improve themselves in later patches and later things, you know. So, there was that, but where do you draw the line as a content creator? Do you just make one type of content, or do you make multiple types of content? Like, I want my content to reach you guys, and I want you to enjoy stuff, but I also want you to support the things that I'm trying to represent and put out. So it's kind of a weird catch-22, you know? You make an opening or something like that in your first one, and then you kind of look back at it and go, I can do better. I know I can do better. But then, do you see what I mean? Where do you draw the line on your content? Like, I've seen Ben at This Age review other things. I've seen Anime America review many aspects of anime, not just one. I've seen Nuck do multiple flexes. Like, different kinds of things that I wouldn't have even thought of as a flex. I'm sort of at a loss here because I am happy with the Gundam Wing thing, but I know I can do more, and I can do better, and give you guys more. And that's what I would like to do. I would like to give more and not less. Well, I would love to say, hey, it's what it is, and blame it on everything else. But I feel like if you're going to see quality content, I should at the very least try to make something that I know you guys are going to enjoy. Make something fun, you know? AMVs and stuff like that aren't really my bag, and I'm not a musical person. And I don't have a camera, so I can't really just go, hey, this is me. Trying to have a show out here. But at the same time, you know, it's like, where do you draw the line? I mean, the whole thing is not just a little frustrating, it's just a confusing dance, you know? It's like a dance you don't know the steps to, but are trying to figure them out. You're trying to learn what you can. And that's the thing that's hard about it, in general. You know, so I get all that. I get it, you know. It's one of those things that keeps you up at night when you're starting out, because you don't want to put out something bad and doom your channel. But you want to put out the best you possibly can without, like, copying someone else, without taking something that they did. You don't want to steal from someone, so to speak. Like, I consider Linkara one of the best comic book people. I would never want to take anything from Linkara. Or the Nostalgia Critic, I consider him one of the better movie reviewers, but not the only one. Like, there's characters on YouTube that are done very well. And, you know, at first I was like, well, maybe I could make a character of my own. And that was what was behind the Gundam winging thing, was making a character. You know. Someone else. And to a degree, it was an interesting experiment to, you know, try and be that character. But at the same time, I don't know. It felt flat to me. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe I'm not trying hard enough. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that magic number is that you hit, and then you're, you know, automatically good at, say, this thing. But then again, maybe that's just it. You know? Do you try not to laugh? Do you just react to a myriad of content and hope that someday YouTube decides, hey, let's give this guy a shot, or this girl a shot? I guess politically correct term would be this person. But when does that happen? Is there an algorithm that you need to learn? Is it like post 6 channels a day? Or 6 videos a day and hope? It's just very much a, like I said, a crapshoot. At the end of the day, that's what this is. It's all a giant crapshoot. Some things work, some things don't. You know, you try to figure out what you're going to be on YouTube, what you're going to release, what style of content. Nowadays, almost everybody's using the same method. So you have to sort of jump and hope to God you can swim. 'Cause it baffles the brain, you know, that, you know, you can stay up at night, try to figure it out, try to go on walks, try to get an idea of how or what the system is. Is it how-to videos? Because I probably couldn't teach you how to tie a shoe. Is it toy reviews? I don't play with much other than video games. And there are plenty of video game reviewers. Hundreds. Thousands. Different platforms. Different this, that. You know? You could almost argue there's millions of them. I actually swear I think we have them per country. And their opinions are differing more and more than anywhere else. You know, and then you have your music YouTubers. People who like music can be music critics. I almost wonder, are you supposed to like jump in on a physical medium or jump in on a different kind of medium? Like, where do you throw the ball? Like, what if you like video games, comic books, and anime? Do you just jump in and hope? So you can kind of see where my confusion lies. It really is a crapshoot. You might get noticed, you might not. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself a lot, but it's really a difficult thing when you're trying hard to figure out the like what the goal is, what the objective is. I sometimes feel like the kids from No Game No Life. This is a world with a lot of players and no rules. You know? So they can move however often they want. They can do everything they want. There's no sheets, no walkthroughs, no guides, no practice tutorials. Nothing. It's a, this is it, good luck. And part of me wonders if it should be that way. You know? Should it be so difficult? But I don't really have the answer. You know? Because I don't know. Should it be that difficult? There's a reason some people succeed and some people don't in the world. So why shouldn't there be the same with everything else? You know? It's something I can relate to on a personal level. That sense of confusion. That you kind of feel inside. And maybe that's just the way it's supposed to be. Maybe we're supposed to be confused. Eternally, like, lost inside about things. I mean, what else can you do? You kind of just have to roll with the punches, don't you? I mean, it is what it is. But I guess, you know, we just keep throwing, see what sticks, try to make my channel better, try to make my intro better, try to do some more things here and there. And try to be uploading every day. You know, I don't play League of Legends anymore. And I don't think I was that good at it to begin with. I'm alright, but I've probably lost more than I won. And I think that's the case with a lot of games I play. It's just gonna be that way. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thanks for listening to me talk about nothing in particular.